I started the Rum Runners Running Club, I wanted to do one thing. Marry my new love of running with my older love of delicious adult beverages. I decided to make this a pirate-themed running club because, well, I mean, what was I gonna do? Make it a clown-themed one? Let's get started! Today, I'm going to be making two different versions of the Rum Runner. The Rum Runner takes this name from the actual real-life rum runners that would set up shop in floating boats. I mean, what other boats would there be? One of the most well-known runners of this time was a man named William McCoy, whose offering was actually so good that people started calling it the real McCoy. This term is used today to describe something that is quality. While the name is pretty clear, the history of the Rum Runner is somewhat cloudy. The most well-known story about the invention of the drink actually comes from the Florida Keys, where even depending on who you ask, will give you a completely different story. The one thing they all agree on though is the location. The drink originated at the Holiday Isle Beach Resort in Isla Morada. From that point though, the how, why, and even when gets a little foggy. The drink was either created in the late 1950s when the bar needed to clear out an overstock of rum before new stock came in, or the drink was actually invented in 1972 when a man named John Ebert walked in. The story goes that John, in order to impress the manager, made a drink out of some of the lesser known liquors, and what we got is the Rum Runner. But the Florida story isn't the only claim to the name. The second and earliest version of the drink was actually published in 1937. Stanley Arthur's book, New Orleans Cocktails and How to Mix Them, actually paints a much fresher, simpler version. Enough history, let's make some drinks. I'm gonna actually be starting right now with the 1937 version. First thing is going to be an ounce of the Appleton Estate Jamaican rum. So an ounce of that, and then an ounce of Myers White. Making a mess. And then we're gonna do 3/4 of an ounce of lime juice, 3/4 of an ounce of simple syrup, and an ounce of pineapple juice. We're gonna throw in a few dashes of bitters. I'm gonna chill that. Put it right here in our glass. And this is the 1937 version. Cheers. I actually really like that. It's not overpowering. The sweetness is like really balanced well with the lime juice. Barely taste the alcohol, but like you get a lot of that rum flavor, a lot of the caramel that you get from the rums, but it balances really well. Let's go Florida. We're gonna start with the same Appleton signature. 1 ounce of that. Oh yeah. And then an ounce of the white again. That was a little hard. Then we're gonna actually put in an ounce of banana liqueur and an ounce of blackberry liqueur, an ounce of pineapple juice again, and an ounce of orange juice this time, some grenadine, a little bit of the red stuff, and shake it up. We're gonna put in the finest of Florida glassware. Traditionally, you would actually use Bacardi 151 to top this, but in 2016 they quit making 151. Luckily, I decided to find Stolen's Overproof, which is 123 proof. I'm going to just load some of this on top here. There you have it, the Florida version of the Rum Runner. And I guess, just like the other ones, right? That is not the same thing at all. That's plastic. That's not good. That tastes like a middle-aged man's disappointment in his son. So anyways, that was the Rum Runner 2 ways. Well, this one might not be the greatest. That first one is a drink worth running for. I'll see you next time.